In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a face mask ear saver quickly and easily, and all you need is a little tape. Even if you don't have any crafting skills or you're not really nifty with your hands, I'm sure this project is not going to be very hard for you. Hi there, my name's Tennant with Maker Brain, and if you want to see more DIY tips and tutorials just like this one, then subscribe to this channel. So the first thing you need to do is take your face mask, and I'm using a simple disposable one right here, and figure out how much space you need behind your neck. So if I'm here, and it goes around behind my neck, back here is the space I'm trying to figure out how much I need to cover. So I'm going to kind of bend these down, make sure I got the right distance, and then grab them both with one hand so that it's the right pressure on my face. Like, this is the amount of pressure I want to be on my face. If I want more, I'll just pull them tighter. If I want less, don't make it too tight because you might not be able to get it over your head, but you're going to put it here. Then measure the distance. I have my fingers here. You can use a piece of string, but I'm also using a ruler right here. I'm pressing it against the back of my neck. Then I hold my fingers against that so that they stay the same distance apart as opposed to just holding them in air. I'll check the distance. It looks like 3.5 inches. Now I'm going to need to take my electrical tape and go a little over double that. So it was a little over 3 inches, so I'm going to give myself some generous room. Now I'm going to use my ruler to measure out 7.5 inches because that's about an inch over what I need. I will cut it at 7.5 inches. And now you want to be sure to mark on the tape the exact distance that it was at the start. So like I said, it was just over 3 inches for me. Mark that. And then I'm also going to indicate which side is the side that is the correct distance, because the other side is a little bit over. Now we can set this aside. The next step is to take your tape and wrap it in reverse around each of the ears. Make sure it's the same size tape as you used for that. So you're probably going to want about an inch, maybe a little less. This is kind of rough. You just need enough to get around it. Then this is a little bit tedious as you have to wrap this with the sticky side out, and that will allow the strings, the elastic ear loops, to slide freely through them. And now we got to do that with the other side. So now I have my pieces of electrical tape around each side. They're in reverse. You can see that they're sticking to my fingers. And now I'm going to put the face mask face up. So this is the side that I want on the outside. And now I'm going to take my piece of electrical tape and put one end on the mark that I put on there earlier. So I'm going to pull it underneath so I can see that mark and put it right on there so that both sides line up and you don't have tape sticking out. Now you're going to take the other end. So I indicated that this distance between these 2 points is the correct distance. Between these 2 points is too long. Between these 2 points is the correct distance. Make sure you indicate that when you're marking it. Now I'm going to take the other piece of tape and stick it on here. Once again, lining it up nicely, just like Lego stickers. Now this whole long extra piece is what is going to wrap around here, and you just got to be careful to try and line it up because it's not nice to have little bits of sticky electrical tape on your neck. Alright, so we got it all the way around, and now we've just got this little bit sticking out. We've made a full circle, and we want to round the corners off of this, so that if it is sticking out at all or comes off, it's not going to be little stabbies into your neck, because these little edges of the electrical tape can be surprisingly sharp. And now we'll just finish that off and push it down right there. And now the problem is you have your face mask inside out. So what you're going to do is just flip it over. We'll put this on the other side and flip everything over. And now it's right side out, and our connection, this is key, the connection is on the back of it. Because if this connection was on the inside touching your neck, that would be way more annoying, as it would kind of peel off eventually, and then that'd just be scratching against your neck and drive you nuts. And for me, there's this little area where it's kind of puckered up. You can kind of see it there. That little reflection is where it's kind of puckered up, and I'm going to just sort of stretch the tape and squish it down. That's the nice part about electrical tape, is it's pretty stretchy and squishy, so you can kind of manipulate it even after it's taped down. And these strings can slide through, so I'm here, they can slide through, and that just means it's a little more adjustable, and then you can just put it over your head. Just like that, you have a face mask with an ear saver that can go around the bottom of your neck or up higher, and around your ears. This still tends to put a little bit of pressure on your ears, so if you really don't want any pressure on your ears, you can bring it down around the bottom of your neck. This is nice and tight, and it was super easy to make and super cheap as well. The only unfortunate part is that you have to pull it on and off over your head because it is a bit of a permanent solution. Of course, since you did these inside out, you can always chop them off and you're just left with this little funny shaped piece, and your face mask is still perfectly fine once you cut those off. But now, question of the day. So let us know in the comments below if you prefer to use the cloth, like reusable or homemade masks, or if you really like the surgical masks. I know people have different opinions about like which ones are more effective, and I would love to know which one you prefer in the comments below. If you have a friend or somebody you know in your life who is having annoyance with these ear straps causing pain in their life, then go ahead and help them out a little bit by sharing this video. There are also 2 other videos that popped up on screen that I made to help you access and implement your creativity. So go ahead and click on one of those, and I will see you in the next video. God bless. You to let me. Oh. So I'm gonna wrap it around the.